Now let's start in earnest. So I'm sharing my screen now. Going to the PowerPoint, share, and this is what we're about to discuss. We're about to discuss audiences and marketing behaviors. Audiences and marketing behaviors. What do you mean by audience? Normally, think about sort of audience on the part. But yeah, I think I'm share something like a conference. You're doing something like a conference, and people were looking around. Oh, okay, kill it. Wọ́n dẹ̀ rí pé àwọn ẹni báyìí wọ́n lis ten sí àwọn tó lis ten yẹn máa ń pè ní audience. But who are the people that want to hear your message? This is what you want to think about. Àwọn wo ló fẹ́ gbọ́ message yín? Àwọn wo gangan ló fẹ́ gbọ́ marketing messages yín? These are the audiences you need. Àwọn tó fẹ́ gbọ́ message yín yẹn, wọ́n á ti ní interest kan tẹ́lẹ̀ tó relate mọ́ product yín tẹ́lẹ̀ tàbí nǹkan míì. For example, ẹ̀yin ń ta aṣọ new crazy style. Kò sí ni ẹni tó àti ní interest kan tó relate mọ́ product tó jọ mọ́ aṣọ kan rí. Bí ó ní interest mọ́ product kan tó yà bí coat, suit or anything like that. Ó yẹ pé òun ló máa fàáyé ṣe kíni láti wáyé kíni ìwò. Now, ṣé ń get the point mi sir? Now, but we're not talking about marketing behaviors. This marketing behaviors is just how they behave to your own marketing skills, to your own marketing strategies, how they behave generally as one, how they behave generally as your client, as your buyers. Moving further here, who are your audiences? It's a simple word. Audiences are your dream buyers. You are the buyer you dream of. Like, I only my share over me. I only my shiba over me. I only my shiba. I only my shiba. They are your dream buyers. Now, moving further with this, it now says, what do you mean by marketing behaviors? Okay, so what do you mean by marketing behaviors? It's just like marketing behaviors, how people behave to your marketing. You put the product to the market. Earlier on, that one you also. Emma, hello me back. Let me give you some this thing here. I think it will be somehow funny here. Only Emma read by me there. Okay, ìyẹn sọ pé wá bá mi raṣọ ẹ bá mi raṣọ wọn wá post shoe yẹn á dàbí àgé afa wọn á ní ṣé you have this one DM. So that's just how they react. How they react to that is just like kí ló dé èrò ti pọ̀jù tó ń post pé káwọn bá wọn raṣọ lórí WhatsApp. Èrò ti pọ̀jù tó ń post ẹ̀ àti ìbádẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìraṣọ wọn máa ṣe kíni wọn máa bínú. So one go saw the cruise. That's all the chicken. Also that wada. Now moving further here, only what do you mean by marketing behaviors? I have a graph here. I call it I call it grave here and I call it crowd here at the bottom of here. Now this graph just explains the relationship between you as a client and between you as a seller, putting yourself in your buyer shoes as an e-commerce store owner, Shopify store owner, to the people you are selling to. For example, like if you set up by advanced sell be website on the website ní 500 èrò máa pọ̀ tó máa afford láti rà tó pé nǹkan ọ̀fẹ́ láyé ń wá ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ń sell website tó ń sell ní 20k èrò ṣe kí ni èrò ní pọ̀ looking at this thing yẹn wá ní kéèyàn ní bíi high ticket buyers bíi mẹ́wàá 20 200 ó ṣẹ́jú kéèyàn ní àwọn báyà wòrowòro lọ máa lọ bí 1000 ìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kí ni ìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe parẹ́ and a lot of things like that. Now, moving further with this now, this is the grave. Why is it called the grave? Is if you don't have choice, you have to give out this value. If one value, you can raja yìí lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ̀ka èló lọ́wọ́ ọjà ẹ̀ o. Ọjà tí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ yẹn tà ní 1k. Ẹ̀ka 20k lè tèmi o. Ẹjọ́, with the buyer don't get small, please, I will need your comment. I might need the chatting. Ṣé àwọn buyers yẹn ṣé wọ́n ní ṣe kí ni? Ṣé wọ́n ní reduce? Ṣé ń get the point mi? Ṣé wọ́n ní ṣe kí ni? Ṣé wọ́n ní reduce? Bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́lẹ́ nǹkan ni kíní yìí ṣe rí. So this high pricing. So the buyers are meant to reduce. Now, proceeding further with this. Now say, wọ́n ní ká ń gbé price yẹn low. Náà wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n á ta gbàǹjo you see the number of clients ó máa pọ̀ sí wọn bí dà. Wọ́n á ṣe kí ni? Ó máa pọ̀ sí. You will see a lot of the number of clients. Ẹ wá ṣe mo number of clients here. For example, by ìkàtẹ́ ẹ̀ta ní $1,000. Àmọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ta $20. Ẹ máa yọ ọ́dẹ̀ mo ṣe máa pọ̀ DM yín. Ẹ má worry. Irú dáàdì mi báyìí, irú mi sa ṣíṣe wa. Kárí two market tí wọ́n bá 1.5 kó ká máa lọ sọ́ di $5. Order ẹ̀ máa pọ̀ dákú. Á tó jọ ni. So bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kíní yẹn ṣe ibẹ̀ làwọn crowd wà. But you are going here to the grave, you are going to the people that are paying. Okay, what new value service is there? You are going to the top here. So that's just the marketing behavior. The higher the price, the price you might say high see, then the lower the number of clients you have. So earlier now, I think the lower the price, the higher the number of clients. Just like this man we say, Fusi Tambakwayo. This man, one of the man said, I am getting anything I should be price here. But she can, the time we are mostly. Now, moving further, how does this apply to a funnel? I do sort of audience, just a preamble to audience and preamble to marketing behaviors. But how does this apply to a funnel? All these things are just the introduction. How does you apply to a funnel in a way pé ẹ máa mọ̀ wípé funnel ẹni tó bá ṣe dropshipping store ẹ máa jẹ́ kó yẹ pé at least ó yẹ kó tẹ̀lé ní discount and 30% off. Wọ́n á dropship project ní bí $20, wọ́n máa tà ní bí $80. So something like that tó bá lè ṣe product yẹn jẹ́ pé ó wọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ automatically jẹ́ pé ó wà ó product jẹ́ pé okay àwọn ọmọ yìí ò kí náà ń pé kígbe fún báwo náà ṣe ní ìdí kìíní báwo náà ṣe ní ìdí ẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe wà tailored sí wọn báwo náà ṣe pé nǹkan tán fẹ́ òun gẹ́gẹ́ náà ṣe kíni òun náà rí àti price ibi tán ti fẹ́. For example báyìí ìgbà ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi this product ṣe example apple pod gbogbo wa la mọ iye tí apple pod cost original apple pod gbogbo wa la mọ iye tó cost. Original apple pod báyìí ó lè máa cost you something like more than $100. That is more than about 40k plus. Now original apple plus yẹn but ẹ bá dé bí techno office yẹn ẹ máa ra apple pod 3k ẹ máa ra apple pod 2k. So àwọn apple pod yẹn bá wá fẹ́ bá dà aláwọ̀ náà ti ra apple pod yẹn tà gan. So they see the relation to people pé majority ṣe kéde kò afford 40k. So táwa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ta fake fún ẹ ní 2k ṣe kí ni wọ́n á fọ́ fún. Now how it now applies to now for example àwọn tó wà tán 2k yẹn going back to the graph you will see that they are now at the crowd. It's at the crowd session. Now àwọn tó wà ní crowd yìí bó lè ṣe máa move wọn lọ sí the grave session is what we call upselling. So upselling yẹn lè fi máa move wọn lọ sí the grave session yẹn. Now ìgbà tó ra pod yìí ní 2k ọ̀pẹ àwọn fake ló máa ra. Lórí tó ṣe ogún dán original kò yẹ ó bóyá nǹkan tó ṣe kí ni tó máa lè afford ni 46 ni o. Kò sí ní tí wọ́n ti fún àwọn crowd yẹn náà. The crowd will feel like okay let me go to the grave. So this is just the funnel process. Okay. Now olúwa la mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ funnel àti rọ ní kerosene onírin yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ àkùnrin ṣàlàyé ní last week Wednesday. Funnel onírin yẹn bí orí ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ̀yìntì rẹ̀ ṣe kéré tó yẹn náà ó gbèrò ó gba crowd. Tó bá ti ń dé ìsàlẹ̀ ló máa fún yàn lọ́nà fún. Now going with this now, this is the chart I have for a funnel. I have this one is 3%, 10%, 27%, and 60%. Look at this 3% here. These are the type of modes we have of buyer. The 3% here is what we call the buying mode. Now, product in the first problem will don't solve. Problem will check in the problem in solve. Problem in solve with buyer. Problem will buy the check in the product in solve. So everybody can more problem the product in solve. Tẹ́ bá ti mọ product yín solve then ẹ wá èèyàn tó jẹ́ wípé ó ti àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ó ti ní problem yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ready láti ra solution 3% ni wọ́n ní gbogbo entire audience yín yẹn 3% kí ni òun ni wọ́n àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ó ti ní problem yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ready láti kí ni láti get solution they are 3%. But àwọn 10% yìí ni wípé àwọn jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ní problem yẹn but ń ṣe kí ni wọn ò tí ì ṣetán láti wá solution wọ́n sì ń doubt lé lórí. Wọ́n ti ní problem yẹn wọ́n mọ solution àti take action ṣe kíni ó ń ro wọ́n lójú wọ́n doubt lé lórí. Now looking at this 27% òun ni àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ní problem yìí. So bó ṣe ní wọ́n ní problem yìí wọ́n mọ solution wọ́n ṣe kíni wọ́n mọ ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ gbé gbà òun làwọn 27%. Now ẹ wá wo àwọn 60% yìí òun ni wípé wọ́n mọ̀ káwọn ní problem yẹn. Ẹni tí ò mọ̀ pé òun ní problem ló fẹ́ mọ solution kò possible. Now àwọn market yìí bó ṣe pín lélẹ̀ wọ́n náà jẹ́ bá pé bá ṣe sọ pé mo bá yá mi rán house kò rí sales mo bá yá mi ṣètàn báyìí kò ṣe kí ni kò rí sales àwọn problem yẹn tẹ́ ẹ̀ fojú sí yẹn òun gangan ní ṣe kí ni òun lélẹ̀. So you have to focus on these problems here. Now báwo lẹ ṣe máa jẹ́ káwé 10% tí pé kí wọ́n máa procrastinate mọ́ how you make it possible? Báwo lẹ ṣe máa jẹ́ kí àwọn 27% yìí kí wọ́n máa ṣe kí ni kó mọ problem yẹn kó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé solution yẹn nìyẹn báwo lẹ ṣe máa jẹ́ kí àwọn 60% tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ò ti ní problem yẹn ẹ̀yà yìí ṣe kí ni ó ti sú díẹ̀ díẹ̀ ẹ̀ lè jẹ́ kó yé. Now we will discuss all that, but before we move on ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé kò sí any question? Ṣé kò sí any question? Any question ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ béèrè? You can ask at the chat please. Ẹ béèrè ní chat ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Everybody can unmute. So you can ask him as a question. Any question so far? Any questions? Any questions? A better question. Any question? Okay, in the absence of no questions, I will admit that we are good to go. Now let me proceed. Now, proceeding here. Now, this 3% one in buying mode. Let's take a product as a case study. Can anybody give a product at the chat session as a case study so that we can just discuss? Anybody gives a product at the chat session as a case study, please? Can you give one product as a case study? Can you share the lorry? Okay, thanks from that. So let us use hoodie sweater. Now, working with the hoodie sweater here, what is the problem the hoodie sweater is solving? Problem lo ṣe kíni ló ń solve. You want to know the problem. Problem wo ni hoodie sweater and solve? Which problem is your hoodie sweater solving? Now, you know that maybe during the cold times, I don't really know the problem because I will let my audience to define the problems themselves. I just come a problem, I just can define it for me so that I be more. Pé problem báyìí náà solve, kì í ṣe problem báyìí náà solve, kì í ṣe problem báyìí náà ṣe kíni náà solve. Now, moving further, let me show you how you can know the problem now. Go to, these are the resources you want to use, Quora.com. 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 If you can see, if you don't see my, you want to, the resources you want to use Quora.com. Quora.com. So as soon as it close, I'm gonna click Lori, I'm gonna create account pẹ̀lú wọn. Then Mozilla account tell us so log in automatically. Now after you log in, you can now come here and search. I will give you maybe like 9 platforms you can use to search these things here. You can search for this better. Now, so only where do people buy those Harvard hoodies or sweaters they wear? Now, this is what I was trying to reply that the colleges, anything will upvote your body for, any upvote, your body for, and neglect it. Only the black people invest with these sweaters. Etumu, upvote mélòó ló ní? Ó ní méjì nínú 55 views. Eléyìí ṣe kí ni ó ń try láti tajà tiẹ̀ ni ẹ fi sílẹ̀. How do I wash my red hoodie without color bleeding? Now, looking at this one now, tẹ́ bá fi lè mú tán fún tẹ̀ bá ti pọ̀ ṣe pé àwọn ìṣe kí ni ó ní quality problem. It needs something like quality. Now, moving like this also, only why do some people wear hoodies, sweaters, long coats when there is heat warning? Now, alright. Check or more. Only no real of vote. Okay. 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 Which one is better, sweater or hoodie? 9K views, no upvote. So àwọn eléyìí tí ó bá ti ní upvote yẹn ẹ ṣe kí ni ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀. Now ẹ wá síbí, come to spaces. Spaces. Now ẹ wò báyìí spaces àwọn eléyìí bá ṣe kí ni ó kéré lórí hoodie. Now let's move on. Come to answer the public. Answer the public. That's another platform you can use to find it. If you can't see what you are looking for on Quora, come to answer the public. So answerthepublic.com. This platform is what you can easily use. Koto shekini, koto dowo. It's advisable you use it as really quick as possible. Koto dowo. Now answer the Quora here. Now I want to search for hoodie sweater. So now I'm moving further here. Can you see my screen space? Not yet. Wow. Okay, let me stop share and reshare. Can you see my screen now? If you can see my screen, please say hi in the chat so that I can see. Okay, so on your behalf, let me start again from this start here. Someone raise his hand, please. Can you please chat here? So let's proceed. Let's proceed. Now let me go back to Quora. Can you still see my screen, please? Now this is Quora. I want to search for hoodie sweater. Now, if you have any product you want to search for, just come to Quora. Not every product you see here, because this is just a platform that you can use in searching how these products relate to the audiences, the way the audiences relate with the products. For example, you want to know, okay, hoodie sweater, what are the things they are discussing about it? Clear out on some pie. But if from budget of latest or any territories, budget of recent, you want to go to blogs, places that you can read about it and say, okay, can also can user experience you want. So that's what you want to check here. Now, only the black people invent hoodies or sweaters. Now what you want to notice, àwọn eléyìí tí ó bá ti lè ní upvote tó pọ̀ yẹ kí ni òun lẹ need. Now eléyìí ní bí a bí 2 upvote. Now eléyìí tó lè fi lè ní 2 upvote yẹn, this is the maximum. Àwọn yòókù eléyìí tó bá máa ní upvote díẹ̀ ló kù. Ẹ̀rí báyìí pé àwọn kìíní yẹn gan fi ṣe kí ni wọ́n fi style kéré. Wọ́n ṣe kí ni wọ́n fi style kéré. Now checking more on this, why? And what's the difference between a jacket, a sweater, a pullover, and a hoodie? Now, with this, now you can know more about this. You got this, you can also know more. Only I'm not really sure if this is a joke question. The answer is obvious right in front of you. But here it goes. Now, share the bad ways and sorrow you by also our features is that sweater, jacket, pullover, hoodie. Now, what you shall I by only about 20 of votes. What do you want to take here? You want to know this my vocabulary. We are selling what? We are selling a hoodie. Only a hoodie. Any garment with an attached hood is technically a hoodie. However, most people referring to a hoodie as a sweatshirt with an attached hood. now worn by all walks of life and is all price point, but originally it was designed for clothing, as clothing for exercise and workouts. Shouldn't get the point here, uses is done here. So in his own words now, he said this clothes was designed for clothing, for it was designed as clothing for exercise and workouts. Another page is now being used in the every walks of life. Therefore, hoodies any can be worn anywhere. Any wall of to win. That's what they are trying to communicate through here. So hoodies can be worn everywhere. Now, what's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference between a sweatshirt and a hoodie? Looking at this one now, how many upvotes? Only about 3 upvotes. Now, Teba Yehoba we just give you more details about this hoodie and sweatshirt. And this one is actually advertising his brand here. So moving further, and what you did there. So I'm trying to check the one that has the highest upvotes. Only what which is the best to stop the cold? A sweater, a sweatshirt, or a hoodie? Only well, I'm not a doctor or an expert, but for me, both hoodie and a sweater are important. Can't get a man. So another issue is not the phone one here. Now, this is what you want to do. You want to keep on noting it in a notepad. You want to keep on noting it in a notepad. Now, I want to use Grammarly to note it down so that we can all see my screen. We want to keep on noting it in a notepad. We have a feature here. What's the number one feature we have here is over here. As always, this hoodie can be used in any walks of life, and it was designed for clothing, exercise, and workouts. Now, from this, I'm actually knowing what the audiences are thinking about the hoodie. What the audiences are generally thinking about this hoodie. Like, okay, this hoodie is used for this, but I want to want to what the bastardize, they want to study again, want to study in coming. Now, in coming, don't study energy again, only left my time. So let me use Grammarly to note it down so that we can all see what I'm doing. Love it. So I want to say hoodie marketing scheme or hoodie marketing words. So I want to come here, copy what is here. I want to come here. I'm sorry. Sorry, will I lost the screen. So I want to come here, copy what is there. After copying it, going to Grammarly, then paste. Paste. Also coming here to carry this. Which one is okay for code? One hoodies as a temperature. If you don't wear hoodie, share would got to one be by. Only well, I'm not a doc or an expert, but for me, both hoodie and the sweater are important as the hoodie keeps our head temperature cool. Share temperature really man cool here. Tori be able to pull over to one bed. And the sweater keeps our baby temperature, body temperature in control. If you don't wear hoodie, then we may get a headache. Shan't get the mind. These are the unique selling points that people fall for. So we may get an headache if we don't wear a sweater. We may catch cold. Both are important. I can give a solution to our daily lives. So I want to copy this. I want to copy this primarily so that I can keep on making my research. Now, checking this now. Uh, okay, sorry for the delay. Now I'm continuing with the training now. So you can always go there to search for things you really need. Now moving further here, I can see we have two details here. So let me move further. I can see something at the top. So you just have to be how will I put it? Ẹ̀kan yín láti máa fojú sí àwọn nǹkan ṣe kí ni ten wá all through àti copy eléyìí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kẹ́ni tó ń bá move to ibi tó ní ti ń play yẹn. Now, Owani, why do a lot of people in LA wear sweater jackets, hoodies in the summer? Right. Owani, why do a lot of people in Los Angeles? That's a signal that the audiences are from Los Angeles. So you want to know that. That's a signal that the audiences are from Los Angeles, LA. Now, people in LA wear jackets and says, Owani, let's be honest, most of them are vampires. So it allows them a little day working without turning to ash. But also, it's freaking cold indoors. The other is outside. More critique this. And most importantly, I worked my butt off. Let's call this pursuit. So that's just the main thing you want to understand here. Now, how about number 2 and 3 checking only need. Now we are coming up with something very soon. Now, are you getting this thing here? This is an audience research. Now, using Quora, you can go deeper, deeper, deeper. The deeper you go, the more sales you can guarantee your buyer that you can generate. But don't ever guarantee your buyer a certain amount of sales. Just say, okay, you want these sales, like I'll give you sales. I guarantee you sales. So this is my own secret of guarantee sales here. So moving after this, moving from Quora, you can go into what we call answerthepublic.com. Now, as you all know now, hoodie is different from sweater. What it clear sí wa pé hoodie ṣe kí ni ó yàtọ̀ sí sweater. Now you can really search for hoodie alone now. Search for hoodie alone. Now, when you search for the hoodie alone, you want to scroll down. It's loading some questions. Let's wait some minutes more. So starting some questions. Now we actually have 76 questions, 56 prepositions, 40 comparisons, 200 alphabeticals. Ejo, our tabati screen, please let us voice out, please. If you are having difficulties at your area, Ejo, reply in the chat. Okay, I can see there are no difficulties here. Now looking at this question over here, let's discuss it. Only which, looking at which, a little bit the green you hear only question you hear don't trend lower. The trend question is the one that is the most green. Now, only which hoodie is the best? These guys here, you can easily classify them using this you talk about 33%, 10%, 77%, and 60%. Which hoodie is the best? These guys is in between the 10%. Oh my god, no problem here, but checking it, solution is the problem with. But in my hoodie, checking it, don't fair. Only which hoodie to buy. That's why. Anyway, why hoodie is popular. This man just wonder why hoodie is popular. If you know why hoodie is popular as a selling point, now, like this man says here, only they are naturally vampires on market. Under. Like this man says here, only they are most of them are vampires. Yeah, that's a little day working without turning to ash. So they really like this hoodie. It's majorly part of their dressing style. So why they need hoodie? Only another on Los Angeles. Now, if you keep on scrolling down here too, you'll be seeing a lot of answers to the questions. Keep on reading. Only what makes hoodie different from a normal sweater? I prefer hoodie over normal sweater. The reason behind this is that they provide me more comfort. Now, this is another selling unique, but this is another unique selling proposition here. The reason behind it is that they provide more comfort and warmth than normal sweaters do. Hoodies not only give protection to the chest. See, you don't need to write copies in your own word. You don't need to write copies yourself. Just come here and be copying copies. You see a lot of marketing copies here. Copy it, edit it to yours. It's as simple as that. And you make sales like you want. Now, only sweaters are so thin. I believe that hoodies work more than the normal sweater. Now, we should post about, even though it doesn't get really upvotes, but what this guy is talking about still makes some real sense. So from this, I can just copy this copy. Grammarly, correct grammar. But I'm only fífẹ́ bù ìtàn come secondary school kan báyẹn àtàwọn grammar yòókù. So grammar lè kọ́ ló ṣe kí ni tó máa correct grammar. I don't have any choice. So that's just it here. Answer the public will give you the questions you need. Then you go there and search for it. Then you make a great decision. That's how it works. Now, let's check another one. Only how hoodie should fit. Báwo lè ṣe máa wo hoodie tó máa fit? Àwọn táwọn mọ̀ bí àwọn celebrity be Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber now, you know him as a celebrity. That he likes wearing baggy dresses. Àwọn ọmọ máa ń tóbi jùlọ láti máa wọ̀. Ṣé hoodie báyìí náà lẹ́yìn náà need? Ẹ̀kọ́ ní the hoodie bí eléyìí báyìí. Maybe something like this hoodie for this website now. Àwọn aṣọ yẹn tóbi. Now, if you are searching for this type of website niche, like this guy now, you know that what you are looking for here is different. It's different. Though we are not yet going specific yet on the audience. What you are looking for is quite different. Kì í ṣe bí normal hoodie yẹ kó o máa fit yẹn as a normal cloth. Now, Only where is my hoodie? Only where is Woody Allen from? Where is Woody Allen from? And that must be the only Woody, U-A-U. In fact, question to you about the year, you can just copy it and put it as Google. This thing here is synced with Google. Synced with Google, synced with Yahoo, synced with Bing. Now, moving further here, only Woody for teenage girl, only Woody for men. Now, look at it. Who buy hoodies the most is men. Our male is only the hoodie do. So keep on noting this as part of your demographics, your audience demographics. Now, only hoodie to carry cards, hoodie to fin beku, sorry, to fin bolombo. Now, only hoodie with mask. During this coronavirus, now mask has been selling since March last year. Also, it's entire the same. Hoodie without hood. Now, without hoodie, anybody you can have boring a hoodie is too low. Actually software. Now, if your hoodie is too long, you can just give them a tips. This is a part of giving them a value. Like, okay, if your hoodie is too long, these are just a 5 minutes craft that you can just practice and you can get your hoodie in a perfect shape that fits you well. Now, we've given 2 platforms on how to find audiences. I think we're still going to about 9 here. So if you have any questions, please submit it to the chat and let's discuss about it. If you have any questions, please submit it to the chat and let's discuss about it. I'm giving 5 minutes to get this question. 5 minutes. Please check the chat section and let me hear out your questions. If you have any question, is there any question? Is there any question, please? So in absence of no question, so I would love to move on. So in absence of no question, I would love to move on. Now, going to another platform I do use is what we call Amazon. Amazon. I want to use Amazon as a great company. Amazon.com. You want to check for Amazon. Now, when you come to Amazon, search for what is called hoodie. It is hoodie we are working with. So search for the hoodie. Now you can see hoodie here. Now, you don't just want to search for hoodies. You want to search for hoodies with maximum reviews. Our reviews are I think it's still loading. Now, looking at this now, this one has 84,000 review as an hoodie. Ships to Nigeria, you don't need that one. Open a new tab. So we want to keep on noting every damn thing you see. Only if I used to take pen and book to write it down so that I will be able to study this thing very well and bring up a marketing strategy that my buyer really needs. Bring out the audience research. It's as simple as that you can just. I'm coming. So you can just bring out this research. You can generate this research, go deep into details, explain everything. This thing are the guidelines that you need. Your buyer don't need it. These are your own business secrets. Now looking at this hoodie here now, you don't need all this. You don't need all this. Just click on the review. That's what you need. Click on the 5-star. Now look at what they are discussing here. Say love it. I'm a big girl and I order men's t-shirt all the time. Men's shirts all the time. I needed a long sleeve shirt to wear when a hoodie is too much, but the t-shirt isn't enough. The t-shirt is a great color, but the only thing wrong with it is sleeves are super long. Now you want to know your own t-shirt that your own sleeves are not super long. I got a 3 extra large instead of 3 years. It's comfortable, roomy, lightweight, and I just this. Pass on. So you can scroll down. Then you can now come here, see details. See all details. Product details patapata leferi. This is the product details. These are the products videos. Product details to items. Now look at this. This is what you really need. The comment questions and the customer questions and answer. Only do they shrink? This is their worries. This is what the worry is about. Only do they shrink? I've washed most of my shirts in cold water in half dozen times with medium is drying and clean and seen slight shrinkage. Not a full size. Sometimes I was about for sure my shrink. Now they want you to answer these questions now. Now, mind you, you don't need to crack brains to answer this question. The answers are here. Just click on see more answers. All right, okay. I have washed and dried multiple times and it did not shrink. I have large, I had a large for over a month. One is maybe half dozen times, and it will consider as M now. Definitely strong. My recommendation is order one size up. Now, another one here is I haven't noticed any shrinkage, but my order has only one is once. This one doesn't have an answer. I have watched it 3 times. They have shrunk much. They can this show an answer. So more of them like that. Now, best anybody now it's not let you to provide an answer. That they don't want this sort of inaccuracy. Buyer doesn't want inaccuracy. They don't want you to play on their intelligence. Now, finding an answer, kill fashion page, she or Shetan will follow Fanny, Abi Olofa. Is it a common problem? Now, it's a buyer that sees as that one now. And who really believes the model in the picture wearing a medium? And since I don't think so. Therefore, these products can be misleading. These image products can be misleading. Now, these are the things you want to put into considerations. Keep noting them one after the other. Alrighty, I am 5 foot. I am 5 foot and when I should I get an extra small? Now, looking at this now, this question here is a common question that most of the websites have tried to solve. Most of the websites you see nowadays now, they don't really want to have competition any longer. Now, looking at this brand now, Teespring, Teespring.stores.momish fitness. This brand sells hoodie. This brand sells fitness clothes, hoodies. Now, let me load it up and see, and let's see what this, and see, let's see what this entails. Now, look at this now. Only show more details. Oh, bye. What different size and see pay. Sorry, this is a pop-up. What size only medium, only when your length is 25, sleeve, width, everything is defined, all the size you need to know. Now, that thing here too, you will see some website that they don't have it. Oh, wow. Hello? Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay. So, moving further. moving further with it, do you want me to go back, please, on any note? Do you want me to go back, please, on any note? Please let me know. Okay, okay, okay. Now I'm moving further here. I wondering what size should I get if I'm a female? And a lot of them, someone answer 20 questions. All these questions here, you just need to go deep on it. These are what professionals outside agencies, they take this thing here for just 3 weeks. But when you discover the secret and start to apply it, it becomes very simple for you to do. So now you've used Amazon, we've used Answer the Public, we've used Quora. Now moving further on, let's try to use another platform. I call this platform Trust Pilot. Trust Pilot is a review platform that you can use, that you can equally use as well. It's used in gaining trust. You can build trust as many as you can. Now, searching for companies or categories. Now, what companies are you searching for? Don't forget, you need for UD, you are searching for UD companies. Something is going wrong here. Okay, UD. So UD companies. Now, these are UD complaints. Now, what do you need? There's something we call competitive advantage. You use your competition, your competitor weakness to gain strength. Now, looking at this, you have UD Heaven. Load it up, check out. You have this best skin UD, UD Now, UD Nova, UD Boss, Freestyle UDs. Now, looking at this here, the negative and the positive aspect. What are the things you need to get from this thing here, negative and the positive aspect? Now, you want to keep on measuring it. Now, from the negative, Emma would then you make it positive and you go and confirm at the positive reviews. So I want to come here. Would you even has an actually bad review? So only one star, almost like out of 18 reviews, only one star, like 16 reviews. Now, only order the jacket, never receive it. Customer service. Notice, do you even say that customer service here is what? Is poor. Now, this one say never receive my hoodie. Customer service would say minus 10,000. Order the print set and it is come. So these guys are actually convinced of customer service. Want to know beware. Like if I find if you can back. Also, you can also beware. And then they have taken my money. So con artist. So what this guy actually did is scam. They are scammers. They did not get their own product. That's it. So you don't need this. You don't need to check the reviews of scammers. Do them. So we want to leave them. Going to another brand now. This one say best skin hoodie. No, I don't want to check this now. I want to check the next. I'm coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me close the Amazon one so I'm not using it any longer. So that I can easily locate the others. Let me close Quora also. So this. Now look at this one, Udi now. Only if you want to give your money away and not receive anything. So these guys are actually scam. Do not purchase from this side. They are scammers. I'm so mad. I had to give them terrible complaint. Stop using my artwork. It's copyright infringement. Use your own artwork. So these guys only really they are actually thieves. Thieves. Thieves, 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 thieves. You don't need them also. Now, this one is reading over. If they had the same thing, if I could give a no star, my experience was terrible, nearly exactly as Margaret Williams' review described. Placed order at the end of the and it took more than 6 weeks, and the order was wrong. So long delivery. You want to keep on noting that. Now, whenever you give your buyer this thing and your buyer doesn't feel like waking up in the middle of the night and think of it like, wow, see what my marketer has just given to me. How will I sell this? I haven't done anything yet. So one of the buyers may just wake up in the middle of the night and say, wow, hey, and you're telling me about my audience I'm going to sell to, and I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do that to attain this. But I couldn't afford to do this, I couldn't afford to do that. Are you getting the point here? Now, beautiful, I can relate the 3/4 reviews here. Do not buy from Moody's Nova. So they are actually scammers. So this is what you want to learn. So checking the order platforms here. This one has 3 reviews. Say mask teacher with mask hoodie. Now this one buy this hoodie as a print on the mask store that has a mask design. My girlfriend saw an ad for fresh hoods. She saw the matte hoodie black and white. Because I'm a math teacher, she bought it for me and showed me it. She would have bought it if you did not need a credit card. I was hyped. I went to the website and wanted to buy one. In the end, I changed the match hoodie and this. Now, look at how review was given. It was given the reviews about the designs, about how the designs goes and how everything was perfectly well. Now, the next review, I think this review was 7 days ago, which will be February 21. No, so that will be February something else. I'm not sure about the date. Anyway, now looking at this one, February 1. This is so ridiculous. You pay for the order and never get anything but promises not kept. Now, one thing I used to listen to is never play on your buyer's time. Respect other people's time. Don't play on that time. Now, only after 4 weeks, I feel a dispute. Now, you keep on noting these things down. I'm going deeper so that you can really understand this thing. I don't want um anybody should be lost on the way. Now, it's a killer t-shirt hood. Killer t-shirt hood boss. One thing though, I posted the photo of the t-shirt on Instagram and tag hoodie boss and so, but I don't know the catch basic boss. So once you tag you over and again you follow design. Now they actually created a community that they can send their own designs. This community create their own designs on Instagram, on Facebook, or any platform so that they can easily market their own services to them. So when I create this content, I just wish like this brand will have me one day. For example, as I'm post to Instagram here, am I ready to tag the smart mockup? Because the person was doing an ebook mockup using the smart mockups. So on my target the smart mockup, that's taking that's the feature. That's what target is taking. Only they take action. When you come and put pushing then they feel like actually featured him. Now we were a touch scam, but received my hoodie, even though it was late. Now, amazing, and a lot of them. Now, that's trust pilot. I think we'll discuss about four now. We'll discuss about Quora, Answer the Public, Trust Pilot, and Amazon. Now, let's move on further. There are some great brands. You want to know some great brands? You want to know some great brands that actually sells hoodie? I have examples of great brands. It's not as if I've prepared before. The topic was given here. So the topic was given here. It's not as if I've prepared before. The topic was given here. So I have some great brands, maybe because due to my research. So this one is Bella Canvas. Not Bella Schmoder, please. Bella Canvas. Now, Bella plus Canvas. This is a great company that sells hoodie. You want to check their reviews. Website reviews is another means of getting them too, not just Amazon. Amazon is question and answer, but there are some tips that you want to see on website reviews. For example, if you are going for furniture, home, interior decorations, you want to think of Wayfair, Wayfair.com. Wayfair is now as big as Amazon. In terms of furniture, Wayfair is greater than Amazon. So you want to check more on them. And also moving on another platform, apart from this Bella Canvas, you can just check their reviews. It's just normal as surfing a website. They sell hoodie, plain t-shirt. That's what they sell all their lives. Now, you want to go to Google. Why do I put Google at this edge and not number one? It's because Google is just generic. And these ones I'm giving to you that just that they are specially targeted. Specially targeted. Now, when you're going to Google, yeah, this is what I want to do. You want to just search for blogs, hoodie blogs. Now I want to go to blogs, read all they are discussing. What are they talking about? What are they discussing about? What is their main motion? What are they doing? Now look at this now, blogs. Look at these blogs. You want to learn about it. Now these are blogs, blog zone. The perks of cotton t-shirts. All these blogs here, do you know one thing you know about them is they actually made research before they can write these blogs. He actually did what? He actually made research. So the researcher just want to say, okay, let me compare my efforts. Let me read these blogs, about 2 to 3 blogs, and be sure contented of myself that this is what they do. Now, this was what you have just been defining all these whys. Who are your target audience? Why do you need them? Why do they need you? What is their problem that your products must solve? And one thing you always give your buyers as well is that no matter the problem it is, no matter how it is, your buyer will always solve it. Your product will always solve the problem. So what it is, this is how you are explaining it, breaking it down to them, your audience. Because do you know how these audience are important? If you don't know your audience, if your audience is zero, like Dialogue will say, my great mentor, he will say, you can never multiply zero. If your audience score is zero, you can never multiply zero. Kò possible báyìí. Káwọn awòsòsò kan ní ẹnìkan wá wà ń bí o, I believe that no smokers here. How will you àwọn apolówó gbó cocaine sí báyìí, you will buy it. Let's be sincere. Reply at the chat. I want to see replies. They ask you to go and buy cocaine, will you buy it? The person you don't know, can cocaine, shemara. Let me see your replies at the chat. Wait, Olo Mara, Asa, Mr. Salam. So that's just it, yeah. So you don't really need it, yeah. You don't really need it. So that's one. You want to know the audience. That's why you see some people too. When you see some audiences, when they come to you, when you see some people, I'll give you some instances. And if I come to me and I say, okay, I want his leads, they ask me what is leads. I don't just tell them their data. I tell them their prospects. There are prospects that love your business. If my buyer comes to me that I want to go and buy 10,000 leads outside, my buyer paid me double for solving the problem. Because buying 10,000 leads outside just like buying into other people's privacy without giving any access, without giving access to go into their privacy. Because when you buy the list, you blast them email campaigns. When you blast them, they feel like, maybe I subscribe with that way. Ojo mo ti my way. Ojo mo ti send email campaign. See me. No, you don't need that one. But when you get this authentic, you know your audience, then you know where your target is. Whenever you send an email campaign, you already generate a great revenue. That's why I always show you the testimony is that I'll generate just 1,000 leads for my buyers. With just 1,000 leads, we will make me less than 40K, 20K to buyers. With just 1,000 leads. And my buyer will do 1 million leads. Why would they collect $5? Kilo for buyer, he's not ready to spend money. If it is with me, he's not ready to spend money and he's not ready to do the right thing. He's still stubborn that okay, 1 million list yeah, so are you getting the point here? Now, moving further, after from this website here now, you want to go to you want to go to social media. You want to use social media like Facebook. I think this is the number 6 one. Facebook. You want to use Facebook. So you want to come here search for Udi. You want to search for Udi. Now look at this now. Just Udi. 8.6K likes. This one alone can solve all your problem. But this guy is a musician. I think this is a wrong audience. Let's go somewhere else. Now, look at this group now. Hoodie, sweaters, pants, t-shirts, and like this is a private group. Most times, I used to join groups because of my buyers. It's me that they are paying. So I can just click on join group. It's my profile or with any page here that I know they need. But I can just join with the page here. This is a buyer page. So let me join with it. So I'll join this group now. I can easily read what they are discussing about. Do you see? No. Are you a fashion designer? No. Are you a graphic designer? No. I am I'm into print on demand. So I agree to all rules. Submit. Àwọn mi máa accept immediately. Àwọn èèyàn kìíní. Àwọn mi rẹ̀ kì í accept immediately. So it depends. And that shouldn't delay us. Let me keep on check. Let me check for pages. So that you can see the point I'm trying to bring out. Now, this is an Udi that can answer all our questions. But first question here, which country is your audience from? Is it this language? But you can learn from what they say because they're also humans. So it's not that language. I don't think so. So this is Woody Woody. Woody 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 cat. Woody 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 Woody. Woody led better musician brand. So when you go there, what do you want to target is whenever they post a post of a product, you just want to read the comments. That's all. Read the comments, see what they are discussing. Now, maybe by the next class, I will discuss more advancedly on the comments in relating to your Facebook ads. So read the comments and we discuss more advancedly on the marketing audiences and marketing behavior part 2. I don't want to waste our time here because I can see some people might be feeling dizzy by now. So this is just one of the main things you need to understand. So I think I will stop there from now. For now, just 6 platforms will be enough. Now, please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know at the chat box. Let me know at the chat box, please. Do you have any questions so far? You can simply call this as audience research to your buyers. Do you have any questions so far? Any question, please? Please ask. Please ask. As we are somehow rounding up the class to get the audience and marketing behaviors part 2. What if it's not a product? Then give me a service. Let's quickly discuss it. Give me a service. Okay, looking for a prospect. I think this would be your own personal work here. Give me a service. Give me a service. Give me a service. Give me a service. So I'm about to get a service from Mr. Salam. Give me a service, please. Anybody, please, to make this faster. Service. Can we target and promote to the audiences in those groups or pages? Game. Okay. Yes, yeah, sure. We can target and promote to audiences in those groups and pages. It is possible. Now that I say I want to go more advanced at the audiences and marketing behavior too, but that will be maybe a next week class or anyhow we put it. Now a service like game. Now come here. Now this thing here is actually applicable to any platform. It's actually applicable to anything you do, any service you sell. It's applicable to any service you sell. It's applicable to any service you sell. That's how the things is here. Now let me go back to Quora. Quora said game. Now game development. Now how the game developer pass the entire thing? No need this. Now how do I become a game good developer? How do I learn game development? Now, in terms of hire, what do your buyer need? Hire a game developer. You just have to be a little tricky with what you type at the search bar. Developer. Now, how much does it cost to hire a game developer? It costs you as much time as a person will spend on your task, multiplied by the hourly rate. Of course, that's if you are talking about one freelancer. So if you need to understand how many hours it takes to reach your traditional and average this 8 upvotes. Now, Eric, this getting here get more things. Now you can get price professional game development as something like high logos this. Eric, any guys again on that one. Now, only I never have enough funding this. How do you hire a team? I never have enough funding to carry this out, but I did it. If I did it, will it go like this? Inside developer, need food to make games. Can you share $1? So more about them you want to know here. You can just go through the same process you just did. It's something you can always repeat. always repeat at the same process every time, every day. You feel like repeating them. And also looking at this auto repair. I myself, I don't really know the meaning of auto repair, but I know it's service sells on Fiverr anyway. Auto repair credit landing page. Now here is auto repair. So mechanic in wow. I paid for auto repair service for my company credit card. They repaired my car. Now they want to give me credit on that credit card. Can I get cash instead? You can. So these are a buyer question. And more of it. See, this thing here just for you to go and sit down, practice a service on your own. Practice a service on your own. Now, back to the question the engagement asked the year. It says, can we target and promote to the audiences in those groups or pages? Now, if you use the business manager Facebook ads, now I will discuss about the what they call the audience insights, the audience as a whole, and the marketing behavioral, both on probably on Google, but not sure I will touch the Google aspect. Both really basically on Facebook. So we discuss everything into detail, breaking everything down to value. Now, moving from there, the last and the below the list I want to touch about here. If you have any questions, please keep on sending your questions. I want to talk about here is, can you see my screen, please? If you can't see my screen, please let me know. I want to stop share over here. Share screen again. The PowerPoint. Share. Now, so what do you need here? Looking at this here, you have the 3% here. Look like this here. You have the 3%, 10%, 10%, 27%, 60%. Don't forget, 3% are in the buying mode. 10% knew the problems, but they don't know the solution. So you find them everything. You can actually classify them from the core analysis and all the analysis we made. 27% here don't know the no, 10% here knows the problem, but they are procrastinating. They don't want to know more. 29% here don't, they know the problem, but they don't know where to go, where to take it to. They don't know how to approach it. The 60% here are completely down. So how do you just make light sale? Selling this 30% is all about values, freebies. Have one. Just have one value that you're giving to them. It can be an ebook. That's why market is just start moving. If you see someone that says, I'm a marketer, about good on ebook, it's very proficient at ebook. Now, because of this freebies. So you give out these freebies to them. Here's an ebook. For example, let me give you a tip. Uh, okay, let me say you are a restaurant. You are selling dishes. You are selling the flours that I used to make cornbreads, baguettes, and all sorts of other dishes, flourish dishes like that. So, and you want to get audience, you want to give them value, you want to give them value. Why can't you educate them on some crazy recipes they can try out as as a as an ebook that you always download whenever they subscribe to your front page or little magnet or landing page? You get the point here. So they can always get these freebies there. So these are the freebies you want to give to them. Value. In your freebies, you have to see value. They have to see like, wow, if your free could be this valuable, how will your paid be? How will your paid be? So once you work on this freebie, that's an approach for you to serve them. That's an approach for you to bring them close because everybody likes free. Everybody likes this thing is what's called free. So that's an approach for you to bring them closer and let them know, go, wow, I'm really making this sale. Then how do you want me? How do you want to achieve all this? How do you go about this? How do you go about this? How do you go about this? So it's left to you. Ask yourself this question: what value? When my buyer comes to me that I have this issue, what value can I give out first? What freebie can I give out first? What freebies do I have to give out first? And first of all, that's the food Amara. So that's just the main thing here. And if you have any question, please ask me now. And I might give a workbook because our class will be next week, Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday, like once a week because of our schedules. and I could understand how things are. And we might be having trainers in between, but might not be me. We might be inviting new trainers that will be taking us on special topics and a lot to read. So let me know your questions, please. So any question, please? Any questions? Any questions? So I want to admit that in the absence of no questions, so I want to admit that everybody has one or two things to gain today. If you know you get something today, let me say a thumbs up or an eye. If you get something today, please say hi. Wow, I think that's awesome. Wow. So thank you everyone for your attention and care. Now this man is asking me like, how much do you charge for Facebook ads? Don't worry, Facebook ads you can charge as much as you can, as you like. You can try, ask as you can charge as much as you like. Like I have a buyer and I actually paying. I think residents are maybe 2.5 for a guy for Facebook ads. Oh, shock me, take a shame below back. So we met with all the phone your Facebook ads and go to back. Now, as budget, as budget. You know what this thing here? I've been postponing to next week class, but you are dragging it nearer. So as budget is just like the minimum ad budget you want to put. If your buyer has money and needs to spend it, put a $15 per ad. I'm telling you the greatest truth. $15 per ad. $5 will not get you anywhere. $5 will not get you anywhere. But I'll give you a detailed strategy on how this works and how everything goes. So all these things here is in the honor of the courses I used to get on C-shares and yes, $15 per day per ad. If you are running 5 hours a day, that is something like $75 per day. So, and everything here is in respect, like the graph here, the graph are actually the graph, we have the 3% percentages, 10%, 3%, 10%, 20%, 60% in the respect of this great man Sabi Subi. And this graph here is in the respect of this great man Subi Tepapayo. So I learned a lot from this and I see a lot of things to learn from. So these videos here will be available here on YouTube. But you don't want to miss out on the live session to have the ability to have a lot of questions. And you might ask, and I will be gladly to, and I will be happy to answer all those questions. I will send the links, uh, availability on my YouTube, and you can get them as soon as possible. So as a result, I will say, upload to God Almighty to you all.